This video is for the three questions under the heading of 7.11a, model and solve one variable, two-step equations and inequalities. Let's take a look at question number 1 and see what it wants us to do. It says that the model represents the equation 4x plus 4 equals 12. They give you a model, and then the question states what value of x makes the equation true. Now there are two ways to solve this. You can solve straight from the model, or you can solve from the equation only. I'm going to start with the model, and then I will show you the equation. You have to make sense of the model. I have 4 x's, which are represented by these 4 x's. I have 4 singles over here. They are plus 4, and then it equals 12 positives, which are located on the right side of the equal sign. Okay, when you work the model, you can cancel out 1 for 1, provided they are the exact same on both sides of the equation. I see that these 4 solids, singles, are exactly like the right side, so I'm going to take out 1 for 1. And then what I have left, I am going to write. I have the 4 x's, that means I have 4x, and it equals the 8 remaining singles on the right side. So from here, you're going to divide both sides by 4. When you divide 4 divided by 4, that gives me the 1x, and it is going to equal 8 divided by 4, which is 2. So your answer for this, what value of x makes the equation true, it would be B, 2. Now, that's using the model. You can also solve this equation straight from the equation that they give you. If they give you an equation, you know how to solve from the equation. Okay, remember when the equation is like this, 4x plus 4 equals 12, your first step is to take care of the tag-along number, which is my positive 4. You have to subtract 4 to cancel it out. And what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides of the equation. The 4's will cancel. I'm going to bring down the 4x, and it is going to equal a positive 12 minus 4, and that gives me a positive 8. From here, you have 4x equals 8. I want x by itself, so I'm going to divide both sides by 4. And that gives me x equals 2. So my answer is B, of course. You have both ways that you can solve it. Choose whichever way best works for you. If you have any questions with this question, please see me. Okay, question number 2 states, which of the following is the solution for the inequality below? This time they just give us the inequality, and the inequality is solved just like an equation, except we have an inequality symbol instead of an equal sign. So again, I'm going to take care of the tag-along number, the number that is with my 3x. It is a negative 4, so to cancel it out, I'm going to add 4 to both sides of the equation. Always remember, what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. My negative 4 and positive 4 cancel out. I'm going to bring down the 3x. I'm going to bring down the less than symbol, and it is going to be less than the answer to a negative 19 and a positive 4. When you subtract these numbers, since the signs are opposite, we subtract, I get a negative 15. For this step, you have to now move the 3. I'm going to divide both sides by 3. When I do that, the 3's will cancel, and it will leave me my 1x. And x is going to be less than the answer to negative 15 divided by 3. 15 divided by 3 is 5. And since my signs were opposite, that means that my answer is a negative. When signs are opposite, when we multiply and divide, your answer is always going to be negative. If the signs are the same, your answer is positive. The signs are different, so my answer is negative. So x is going to be less than negative 5. Therefore, your answer is F. X is less than negative 5. If you have any questions with this question, please see me. Question number 3. It says the model represents an equation. They give you a model, and then the question states what value of x makes the equation true. Now, in this particular question, they do not give me the equation as well. They only give me the model. So I have to create the equation from the model. You have to make note of the key. The key tells you what each of the shapes represent. So the long bar is an x, and the single is a positive 1. Once you understand the key, then you can go in and you can write the equation. I have 2 long bars, and so that means I have 2x. I have 5 positives on this side because each one of these represents a positive 1, so I have a positive 5 or plus 5, and it is going to equal a positive 11, because I have 11 positives or 11 singles on the right side, and each single is a positive 1. Okay, so from here, you can solve with the equation, or you can solve using the model, whichever you choose to do. I am going to use the equation. I believe that with an equation, there is less margin for error. Okay, so I have a positive 5, that's my tag along. So that means that I need to subtract 5 from both sides. When I do that, the 5's cancel. I'm left with the 2x is equal. I have a positive 11 and a negative 5, so that is a subtraction problem. It gives me a 6, and since the positive 11 was greater, that means that my 6 is positive. So now I have 2x is equal to 6. From here, I need to divide both sides by 2. When you do that, the 2's will cancel, and you are left with x equals a positive 3. So your answer for this one was A, x equals a positive 3. If you have any questions with this number 3 or any of the questions on this video, please see me. Thank you.